So you're listening to Radio Free Cybertron, or you're watching Radio Free Cybertron.
Something or other.
Something like that, you know. I'm Brian Kilby. Last week, if you tuned in around this time, I lost power. And I hate to say it, but it may happen again. So,
Yay!
yeah, so let's go ahead and get this show on the road. There's news. When I was actually doing the notes today, I didn't really have much in the way of news, but Bleebum actually found quite a bit. So way to go, Bleebum.
And I was there too, ruining it.
That's true. You ruin everything, though.
But that's usually on ppurpose.
Yeah, that's true. So let's get the introductions down. Brian Kilby, your host, and your friend. XV, John DeLuna, JD, Rob Springer, and Bleebum. Amy, a.k.a. Lady Wreck, may be on later. Don't know. Just she said she was occupado. So she may be on, she may not. We have an interview later on in the show with Tony Thrussell, by the way, who gave us the lowdown on auto assembly. He was there. He got to meet Chris McFeely.
Sweet.
Yeah, I've known Chris McFeely for 10 years, and I've never met him, so I'm actually really jealous. So, let's go ahead and check the news. For me, the only bit of news I really cared about this week was new pictures of Blurr from KO Toys that were posted. I wants it.
Yes.
This is animated Blurr, right?
Well,
No,
this
is Generations.
yeah.
It's Drift Blurr.
It's the drift. Yeah.
With extra Halo action.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly look like Blurr. He's like the same
In any way.
He's like the same color, but he's a car, and he has like...
We're getting an awesome BotCon toy from this toy.
Yeah, I know. But he has this ginormous gun that just looks fantastic. Man, I want that.
At least they didn't leave knives on him or something. That wouldn't make any sense.
He's Blurr from the MF and Hard universe.
Yeah.
Right.
You know how fast I am? Dude, how fast I am!
Yeah, he's pretty sweet, so I kind of want that. But yeah, I will definitely be picking that up when that comes out.
Which is when?
Hell, I don't know.
We have no idea. Okay.
Do we know? Do we have?
What is he? Wave 3 or 4?
I think he comes out either the wave with or the wave after Dirge.
I think he's 4.
So yeah, it sounds like 4 to me. Because Wave 3 is Red Alert and somebody Darkmount, maybe.
No, Soundwave.
Red Alert is like 5 or something like that.
Okay, next wave
Soundwave
has...
is Wave 2.
No, listen.
Next
wave has... Shut up! Next wave has War for Cybertron, Megatron, and Darkmount. The wave after that brings Red Alert and War for Cybertron, Soundwave. Then we get Dirge and maybe Blurr.
Wow.
Dirge. Did you know there's a new Optimus Prime coming up? Did you know?
Nerd.
Is there a new Optimus Prime coming out?
Yes, Transformers is one coming out every week.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, yes. For the last 30 years, yes.
I wasn't really that crazy about the last one we got, which is the War for Cybertron Optimus, but apparently I'm in the minority there.
I'd like to get it, but it's not.
I think people like him in comparison to Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Apparently Bumblebee's a terrible toy.
Megatron looks kind of nice, though.
Yeah, I'd like to get all of them just for the whole Cybertronian aspect.
I guess.
I saw him on every toy peg that I've been at so far, and I just let out a collective meh.
We've other than like the crazy.
Is this the?
Go ahead.
No.
Well, Rob mentioned Cybertronian mode, and other than like the Cybcon exclusive Tetrajets that Crazy Steve did like in 03, have we actually gotten any Tetrajets?
Not actual Tetra, but you know.
Scourge is coming out. I mean, and he's Tetrajetish.
Kind of maybe issues. The Titanium War Within Seekers were very Tetra.
Yeah.
And then Cybertron Starscream, that mold's kind of Tetra-C jetty.
Yeah, he's also crap.
Yeah, but I like the Legend version.
I never picked up the Legends version.
I've got like almost every use of it. It's a great toy.
Oh,
the only use I have of it is the Skywarp version that was given out at some show.
I got that too.
Yeah.
San Diego Comic Con 05.
Wasn't there? There was a Dirge, wasn't there, or Ramjet that was given out?
And there's a
BotCon.
Ramjet for BotCon 05.
I've got that. I forgot about it. Scylla gave that to me.
I got 4 of them.
I wish I had more than one.
What a competitive spirit.
I just keep getting these things. I keep finding these. I don't know many I have at this point.
What is it, Rob?
Sunstreaker from OTFC 03.
Yeah, 03. I had those guys.
Just
I have.
send me one. Just send
I
that
have
on.
I keep finding them. Like at first I thought I had 4, but I'm like looking in my closet for pants. Well, where'd this come from? That's how
If
I
you
found
find it
this.
out, you should make yourself a set of pants out of them.
There you go.
Do you have the female twins or whatever? The Roulette
sets.
and Shadow Striker?
Yeah, 2 sets.
I had them, and then I had to transport them, but I couldn't get them in my suitcase, so I had to put them in my school bag. And the lady was being a biatch at the TSA checkpoint, so she's like, you have to shove them in your school bag. I was like, but I'll crush the box. And she's like, I don't care.
Nice.
It had that wonderfully sculpted set of lips.
Oh god, I don't
Right.
even remember that.
But how it was like, check out these lips.
It's like, one's a good girl. One's a bad girl.
His finger on his bottom lip.
Oh, and this is why you need the video stream for this show now.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Well, while I hammer out the kinks, that is. Anyway.
You'll be in the collective with John.
Yeah.
Speaking of hammering out the kinks, did you check out Shadow Striker and Roulette?
Nice.
The
So,
great thing is we have to watch the delayed for the chat room to go, WTF.
Yeah.
well, to the chat room, it's live, so you know.
Oh, yeah. It's live
Yeah.
for that.
It's live for them. Also in the news, we have, I don't even know what this is. Stuff from Kmart is not what people ordered. What is this story?
Wait, you
Okay.
jumped over Rodimus.
I'll move back to it.
Sorry.
We gotta get to the important stuff.
Yeah, Kmart people.
Kmart defrauding
Recently-
people.
Okay, can I talk now?
Yes.
Sorry.
Assholes. So recently,
It's XV's time of the month, people. Sorry.
recently Kmart.com put up order pages for things like Dark Mount and new Power Core combiners and all kinds of stuff that shouldn't be available yet.
Mm-hmm.
And people ordered them.
Why not?
And I bet
yeah.
I bet you can't guess what people actually got.
What is
Tuner Mud Flap.
Yes.
No way.
Wait, what?
I won. What did you get?
Did you get a tuner mud flap?
This is the best dark
Was it
mount
poop or
ever.
mud flap? Which one was it?
It's a bit tuned up pile
Yeah,
of...
so, now, you know, a lot of stuff, it turned out, was shipped from, like, Kmart stores, not from, like, a central distribution point.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the first bad sign here.
Actually,
this
flexible,
looks close enough.
flexible distribution is not a bad thing, just a bad execution.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just a kind of telling thing when you're expecting to get stuff that has not been seen at any store yet.
Yeah, it's like you go to Kmart or Walmart and ask them if they have their most recent toy in, and they're like, yeah, and they walk you to it, and it's like frickin' Ben 10. I mean, you know, they don't have a clue.
Right.
Yeah.
In one case I saw over on Allspark, somebody who ordered stuff did not get their complete order shipped out, and were still charged for the full amount they ordered.
Sounds like Matty Collector.
Doesn't it, though?
So the lesson learned is stop
Don't order anything
ordering
from
stuff
Kmart.
from Kmart.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't the first time this has happened either. The Human Alliance is Mudflap. Yeah, Mudflap's the more recent one.
Yeah.
That went up on their website too, and a lot of people were getting like bumblebees and probably skids.
Nice.
So did the people who are in the warehouse or in the store just go, "Oh, look, it says Transformers. This must be the right one." Let's grab
That's
this.
kind of my take
Like-
on it.
Like, they wanted a transformer. We have a peg warmer.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
See? This works, right? It's got
This is
Transformers written on it.
This is pretty much how it's probably working, and anyone who's ever worked in a warehouse picking orders probably knows. You got your case with item number on it, and they're going by the sheet in a little cart. 2 of case number, where, and what location it is. 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Except for I guess maybe I'm in the minority. I actually took the time to learn the products though.
Yeah, you're the minority.
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually learned.
I had to learn every collegiate football team. Not fun.
Wow.
Huh. Chew on that.
Chew on that one. You know,
Wow.
Yeah.
also chew on the fact that we have a price and release date for Rodimus.
Oh, man.
Hooray.
Yeah, see, this is like my favorite thing this week, in that, you know, Takara made Masterpiece Rodimus, presumably to coincide with 2010 for Transformers 2010, and it's not coming out till 2011.
Yeah, that's great.
Considering coinciding with 2010 means starting in June.
Yeah.
That'll coincide with the start of 20. Welcome to 2010. 6 months later.
Now do we know for a fact that it was intended because of Transformers 2010? Is that the reason for sure, or is it just coincidence?
Who knows?
I think they used it
does it?
as a good
We'll
excuse.
never know.
I mean, why not? I mean, I would love to have a Masterpiece Galvatron if we're going to celebrate 2010. I'll take it in March or April of 2011 or 2012.
12.
Yeah,
But not 2013, because we won't be here.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
science.
true.
That's science.
Better be some Galvatron. It's our last one.
Yeah, I would take that. So I've seen this story everywhere, and I have no freaking clue what it even means. Quadruple XP this weekend. Level up the holy cow fast way. What the hell? What?
I doubt that you read. I doubt that you read that at every single site.
Yeah.
Proof once again that if you put anything in front of Brian, he'll read it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy cow, fast way. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody
Rob
else
is
knows that.
furiously typing.
Yes.
Doody.
No, it's quadruple XP for War for Cybertron this weekend. So instead of double XP, it's quadruple XP.
So would that benefit
Yes.
me because I haven't finished the game yet? Would that?
no, it's nothing to do with it. It's multiplayer.
Uh huh.
It's like when you play. Oh God, when you play anything that multiplayer wise, you can level up, and then instead of giving you, they'll take the score that you get and they just quadruple it, so you level up the holy cow fast way.
So basically, I should go run out and buy it so I can play it this weekend and level up.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not going to happen, but I should.
No, I actually, sadly, I do not find the multiplayer very appealing.
Really?
But that
Dun dun dun.
was the whole point of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess, but I don't
You
know.
just
I
want to play
just,
the game?
even
whatever.
about the game, like I feel I have an obligation to finish video games. It's just how I am. But I don't really have the urge to play the multiplayer aspect of the game.
You should.
Because
I know I should. I really should, but I would rather play. Like, I guess because Modern Warfare just kicks so much ass that I would rather play Modern Warfare. But
I found when I played Xbox Live, the amount of pure racism coming over my headset at any time pretty much ruined that for me.
the pure racism came from like 12-year-olds. So it was like,
You guys suck. Leave me alone.
I think I was playing.
Weebum, stop imitating me.
I think I was playing Star Wars Battlefront or something, and like we were doing pretty good on my team. All of a sudden, this kid who dies like, "You bunch of inward."
yeah.
I was like, "Whoa!" He's like, and this one guy's like, "Hey, I'm black. How do you inward?" And he's like, "How do I kick this guy out of the game? Where's the kick button?"
The greatest part is like,
You shut up or else I'm gonna kick your ass.
it's like, oh great, and you're gonna do that. How? I
Oh,
don't
no.
understand. Like, oh, I'm so scared because you're taunting me over the microphone. You'll kick my ass, all right? You don't even know where I live, jackass.
It's like, how do I sign into alternate IDs to threaten you?
I always tell kids that they did a good job of trying to insult somebody, but they should try harder next time.
Sweet. Hey, we are joined by Lady Rec, who has her own Facebook fan page.
I do. I did it more as I wonder how many people out there actually really listen. Holy crap, there's about 100 people that have subscribed in like 24 hours. And
That's pretty wild.
That's hardcore. You know what? It's probably all the people you met at Auto Assembly.
I don't know. There are a lot of people that I don't even know that are like from the States. So it's like,
You have a lot of fans from across the globe.
Somebody's stalking
I don't.
Yeah, you have a lot of stalkers.
It's kind of,
Yeah, not to scare you.
Yeah, not to
it's
scare you, but
surreal.
half of them are stalkers.
Yeah, not
Half
to
of them
worry.
probably-
Not to worry you, Amy, but you're in a fandom full of creepy boys. And the only
That's all right. This fandom already knows that I have a jujitsu husband, right?
No, I'm assuring you, the only creepy girls to protect you are on LiveJournal writing very, very frightening stories. And they're not aware of everyone else.
On Xbox Live.
And all the guys are like, yeah, a girl. And that's it.
That's it.
And that's it.
Now that I found out your husband's...
How can you like that? You're stupid. You're a girl. You're the best thing ever. I agree with everything you say.
I've seen so many creepy things happen to the girls and females in the fandom over the years.
Scary.
Yikes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better if you remain gender neutral, I think.
Or a neutral gender.
Yeah.
I don't think she can do that, though.
It's too
Or she
late
can
now.
use one of those voice modification things.
Yeah, on the podcast.
I started
Protect your
telling
identity.
people.
So,
Just
yeah.
see how-
So, let's see here. Well,
Maybe I'll get some free stuff.
okay, I don't know about the next story, so I'm going to skip it.
Next story.
Oh, what is that? Is it risky?
Oh, you know what?
Are we
Let me
on
click on that and
break
see what
yet?
happens.
So,
Oh, it links somewhere.
yeah, so,
Look at that.
So, I'm going to
Oh,
skip the next...
quadruple XP.
Yeah, so I'm going to skip the next couple of stories. So, I saw the story on T-Formers today on the way home on the bus, and it said Sam got into the touch, and I'm like, does Sam have the touch? I'm like, is Stan Bush going to be in Transformers 3?
He better be at this point.
But alas, no,
Well-
no Stan Bush.
If you don't notice that, Shia LaBeouf actually dresses like Stan Bush dresses in Transformers 3.
Really?
Fair
Well, he's got
enough.
the black jeans on, and he's got the leather jacket on. The black.
Oh, he's rocking, dude.
Is he high?
yeah,
Stan
so
Bush
he's
just
gonna
being
pull out a
rock-
guitar and start singing sometimes.
You know,
Maybe
Stan-
that glove gives him the power.
You know, Stan Bush is on Twitter.
Yes.
So Rob
40
actually,
whole followers.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you followed him. I'm assuming, Rob.
Yes, I did.
And
Yes,
he,
I did.
And he sent us a direct message, but he didn't follow us back. And I'm like, darn you, Stan. Darn you.
I know. He sends you a message back. Hey, Rob, thanks for following me. Could you follow me back, you prick? You need some fun.
Are you sure he knows how to follow people?
I don't know. Yeah, he does.
I don't-
dude.
I got you a
Because
lot
it's
of attention at BotCon. Follow me back. Okay.
Because it took Ender about 15, it took him about a month to figure out that people actually write back to him and how to write back to people.
That's true.
He's too busy saying it sucks.
Yeah, it's not Twitter. It's not Twitter.com/Stan Bush because that's some dude rocking a mustache. I don't know who that is. But, if I'll figure it out.
Stan rocking a bush.
Stan. Yeah, you know he does. Like 24/7. So.
JD rock cat.
Yeah. So let's see here. Someone else tell me what the next story is. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to actually.
I haven't done anything to that one.
Which one?
Animated Encyclopedia?
Yes. What is that?
Million
Tell
publishing.
Brian's story.
What?
Tell Brian. Skip
Is
to the
that
good part.
animated encyclopedia or animated almanac?
It's Million Publishing, which is a Japanese publishing company, is publishing an animated encyclopedia, and they are providing you the chance to buy an Elite Guard version of Wingblade Optimus Prime.
Holy crap!
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Very nice.
The catch is you don't get it with the magazine. You have to pay 1,600 yen, which is like $20 for the encyclopedia, and then you have to spend hang on,
5,000 yen for the figure.
yeah, 5,000 yen for the first figure. And if you want to
But,
get
if you buy two of them, they will give you the slightly discounted price of 9,200 yen.
right,
Woo!
which is holy cow, awesome. So that's the story.
Oh, okay.
But Wingblade,
We don't actually know what the book is yet.
no, it's the first we've ever heard of it. But it's coming out the end of this month, so find out soon enough. It's $58 United States and $108 for both United States. I don't know. Do you want it?
I want it. But I think it's going to be just like Flash Lyle Convoy. It's just going to fall in my lap for really cheap.
How much did
From
you?
Big Lot.
How much did you pay for Flash Live Convoy?
$8.
What? No, that's not
$8.
Burning Live Convoy. Which one is Flash Live Convoy?
That's the one with the little sparkles and the clear mane.
Yeah, gold, clear mane, clear white body. It's all sparkly and pretty. It's like a movie special edition, whatever. I got them mint so.
Uh-oh.
No, we're here.
I think Rob just got Comcasted again.
Rob got
No.
I think somebody found out that he bought that figure for $8, so they cut
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
his
Yes, they
communication
cut
so
him
they could
off.
rob him.
Hold
I
on.
got a knockoff of Flash Leo Convoy from Big Lots, and I'm pretty sure it's at least as nice as the real toy.
Nice. That's not saying a whole lot, but that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Is it really a bad toy?
Yes. Have you ever seen or touched Lio Convoy?
I've never touched
the robot. The
Experienced him.
what is the Robot Masters? Is that it? That's the line.
Yes,
Yeah.
small.
It's better. The like quasi deluxe size version of Lio Convoy is a much better toy, and it's still not that great. So I'm going through the news and I'm looking here. What is this? Robots poop pure water. That has to be something Rob put in there. So
Yeah. All signs point to yes.
all signs point to yes. So Transformers 3, the DC shoot reduced to 3 days. That sucks for you, Bleebum.
I know. I'm very upset.
Were you actually going to try to make it?
I was actually going to go. Yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
Depending on when it happened, I would definitely have gone. I would have probably maybe taken off work for it.
You still
I mean, I only work like 2 blocks away from the National Mall. So.
Well, you've got 3 shots here, 3 days.
Yeah, I guess, but originally it was supposed to be 3 weeks.
You got to
They're
make
going to blow up the White
count.
House in 3 weeks. So
One word, streak.
So he's going to blowing up the White House has been done though.
that's true.
Yeah.
So many times.
But Transformers haven't done it yet.
Right, but
Yeah, a transforming White House hasn't been done.
Dude.
Oh.
So you know if this is the last one they're doing, they're going to have to go balls out on it.
maybe transforming Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah. I don't know. Metroplex as the White House.
Yeah.
Metroplex,
No, all you
Metroplex
need
is
is
DC.
the Lincoln Memorial's head and the body of Nightbird.
Oh, God.
I come in
Transforms
at
into a
the
chariot.
best time.
What happened, Rob? You got Comcasted?
Yeah, if I wasn't late on my bill, they'd get the worst call ever.
Perhaps
they
you
know
just
in the
answered
best-
your own question there, Rob.
No, because the cable works. So usually that goes out before the internet.
This is like
Takes-
a-
But you care about the internet more than the cable.
It's like a warning shot off his bow. It's like pay your
Yeah.
bill.
Well, the funny
Yeah.
thing is, they think they're hurting me, but what happens if the cable goes off? Like, oh, I'll pay it in the morning. I'll steal the neighbors. And that's exactly what happens. They got wise to me stealing expensive channels by accident.
You don't want to
I
steal
think I-
expensive channels. What constitutes an expensive channel? Is there like
The ones you normally pay for when I first got my HD TV, you know, I plug it into the cable, no little box or anything, and I do a cable channel search. And all these expensive plus channels come up, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, like, I went like a good 6 months with like HBO and Showtime, and the pay-per-view movies just rolling and all that. Just, okay.
Okay.
It's like the crappy 32-inch in the living room's getting all the stuff I paid for. Eventually, this is going off the air. Oh, look. It's like one by
You got
one
the
channels
best
are just
stories, Rob.
Yeah, Rob. You know, I was listening to last week's show that you guys did while I was not on the show when my power was out. And
What you actually found of it.
Yeah, no, I found it. It's all posted. And Rob was telling a story about his cat falling in love with me, and it was me. Bumper is the best cat ever, really.
You guys had a bond.
Yeah. So I bet if I actually showed up at your house, Bumper would probably leave with me.
And
You could have them. Here, where's it?
then during New Soundwave, Rob almost killed his cat by farting too madly.
That cat sleeps in the
true.
same bed with me. He's maybe that's why he's kind of crazy.
Possible.
He's a little brain damage.
Okay, anything else in the news worth getting to?
There's never anything in the news worth
Yeah.
getting to.
Well, this just in: Shia LaBeouf is a douchebag. Whoa, wait a minute, old
Tell
news.
us that.
I'm sorry, I'm still holding a grudge because I really liked Even Stevens.
Stevens.
That was a good show.
So,
That
okay.
was when he was younger. Of course, it was a good show.
He was good in holes.
What the?
Yeah, you're right.
That's true. He was good in Hole.
He was good. I think the last
That's
thing
what
he
your
did
mom
in
said.
yeah.
Wow.
You know, he'd be all awkward. He'd all be like, "Oh, what do I do?"
I have no clue.
I'm keeping my appropropriate for.
I'm going to
How's that
pretend I know
good in
exactly what you're talking about.
I'll tell you that.
Well.
So,
That
okay.
was a box, so I can ask him whatever happened to Ren.
Whatever happened to Ren?
His sister from Even Stevens.
Oh. I thought this was like a Ren and Stimpy deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say
Could
Ren and
be.
Stimpy too.
I have no...
That tool shed wouldn't even know what the cartoon is. He's like, oh, yeah, isn't that the movie I'm in? That's Transformers. Oh.
You really don't like him, do you, Rob?
He's really grown on my nerves the past few years, and that's...
You don't
The
like
noise-
his shtick of like mumbling nonsense constantly.
That's because I used to like him so much, and now it's like he's this walking annoyance.
Did he break your heart?
Yes.
Oh,
Aww,
I'm sorry,
he's
Rob.
so hurt.
I wrote him all these beautiful letters with pictures, and I get a letter from the police back. What's up? It's getting where a 32-year-old man can't send a teenager a picture of himself without getting letters. I'm telling you. Appreciate it. Shia LaBeouf. All right.
Okay.
Transformers.
So,
Ryan's just counting the number of edits he's going to have to make.
yeah, I'm
55.
documenting this.
This is good.
This is all going to
For
the
the
show.
police,
Yeah. Oh, no.
I am keeping a log.
So, I guess, JD, do you want to do This Week in History?
Sure. What is it?
This week in
I've read it and I still don't know what it means.
It's, okay. This back on August 19th, 1984, was the first Transformers newspaper ad. And our pal,
Oh, okay.
this is on our pal Crazy Steve's blog, pleasesavemerobots.blogspot.com. It's pretty awesome. It's from, let's see here. I think it said supplies are limited. Let's see here, $7.99 for the cars, like Mirage, drawings of Mirage and Prowl are listed. They're called Autobats. Autobat.
Autobats.
Autobat
Nice.
Mirage. And a minimum stock of 300 on hand per store. That's kind of insane.
Wow.
I wish our stores had those kind of numbers now.
I know. Holy crap. Yeah, the reason I missed that is because in the wave it said 2010. I was like, it happened today?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, just today was the first Transformers ad ever.
Okay. So yeah,
still
84.
someone was incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before we take a break, let's go ahead and lean on Amy to tell us about auto assembly.
Okay, what you guys want to know about auto assembly?
What did you do? Did you have fun?
I had a blast. It was so awesome. It was the first convention I've ever gone to, so I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is good.
The first
They
ever
had
of any kind?
This is the first Transformers convention I've ever been to, ever.
Okay, Transformers convention.
Did the smell of onions coming off of people surprise you?
No, not really, because I've been listening to this podcast, and so I know BotCon is just infamous for that.
So
So
you're
I
saying that
kind
you
of
brought a match?
expected it. I was actually not. I was actually surprised when it didn't. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it's probably better than BotCon.
I imagine so.
It sounds like it's better than BotCon based on what Tony said.
Yeah, they have beer pies.
What?
Yeah, you've
a
got
line
to.
up
We'll
for
be
next
playing
year.
that here in a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's
I
yeah.
missed that.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys download the show.
Yeah, download the podcast version because we're talking with Tony regarding auto assembly. So.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, I missed that part. Was he on earlier? Or?
We pre-recorded yesterday.
Oh, I get it. Cool. No, it was really good. We got a chance to listen to all of the guests, and I got to interview a couple of the artists, and it was really great. I mean, just the best part was probably just hanging out with all the people that I've been talking with on Moonbase 2 for the last year, and finally actually being able to see their faces and talk to them, and that was really awesome. And of course I got to meet my co-host on the Underbase too, so I was like, yay!
Awesome.
Yeah, so I can't wait to meet all you guys next year when I go to BotCon.
Yeah. Some of us will be there.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna.
Yeah.
It depends.
You guys what? Don't want you don't want me to meet you?
Well,
It's not
that.
The people listening who actually met us at BotCon who know us, it's not really that exciting. So.
Oh.
Us or BotCon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Take your pick.
I think the former.
Yeah.
I say both.
Yeah.
Although if we get a table, it'll be twice as awesome.
Yeah, we need to look into getting
That'd
a
be
table again. That was so
Working
much fun.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're working
if-
on it, John?
Trying.
Awesome.
Wink, wink.
If business improves enough, no problem. We'll have a table.
I already have permission to go, and I think I have permission to get a table. It's just a matter of, dotting my I's and crossing my T's.
Yeah. If business improves enough, we'll have a table, guys.
Cool.
If not,
Whoa.
tweet from you guys.
If not, Rob will
Yeah,
hitch up over there.
If not, it's my birthday. Please give me stuff.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll have my own on here. It'll be like the camera, and I'm sitting here. That's gonna be the whole show. They're like, "Why haven't I back on?" No. Nothing. Transformers.
So what
like
was your
this
favorite
character.
What was your favorite part, Amy?
My favorite part was probably actually sitting down right next to Nick Roche and James Roberts and interviewing them and hanging out and talking to them afterwards. That was my favorite part, I think.
Cool.
It was really cool.
So what is Chris McFeely like in person?
He is tall. Oh my gosh.
They get tall over there?
No, he's just a real. Some of the pictures that I've seen of him, you just wouldn't think that he's a really tall guy, but he's really tall, and he's a sweetheart.
So. I knew that.
Yeah.
That's what I say all the time. Oh, Chris McFeely, you're such a sweetheart.
Stop it.
Okay, now you guys are mocking me.
No.
Oh no.
I was mocking Brian.
I'm actually mocking my strange man crush on Chris McFeely. The long-lived, 10-year, decade-long man crush on Chris McFeely.
Yeah.
And I was mocking Brian.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We make fun of unrequited love.
Yeah.
It's always Brian.
Usually.
No, he's really cool. Like I said, it was just hanging out with everybody and just talking to them face to face was the best. It was just, I wouldn't give it up. It was worth every penny to go over there and talk to everybody.
And that was a lot
hang
of
out.
pennies too. So that's saying a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot of pennies.
How many cards did you have to sell to do that? Are you still like in the hole as far as cards go?
I'm still in the hole as far as cards go.
So how can people buy cards from you?
They can go online to a play.
Is it Etsy?
Etsy, yes, it's Lapice Creations at Etsy or .etsy.com.
How do you spell that?
I'll just stick it on the Facebook page. That way it won't get it. Yeah, it's LAPISCREATION. Yes.
People can rewind if they need to. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, and I was thinking here, I was never really good at spelling in school, so hopefully that doesn't, I hope I didn't misspell it.
So help Amy pay for the trip she just got back from. Buy some cards. They're
Yes.
excellent looking. I
Yeah.
need to buy some myself, actually. So, anything else as far as auto assembly goes you want to mention?
Go listen to our podcast. We have there was a lot of footage that we took. So if you are interested in any of the interviews that we did, they're going to be available on moonbase2.org. You just go over there, look for the podcast. They'll be up soon. Everybody's back and recouping from staying up from midnight, or staying up pretty much the last night. I did not go to bed. I stayed up all night. I didn't even go back to my hotel room. I just stayed up in the bar hanging out with everybody.
It sounds like
I didn't even go to bed that night.
That's how it
I really
works.
didn't. Yeah. And the thing is that what was really awesome is that all of the guests, quite a few of them were doing the same thing too. Like Jim Sorensen was there, Bill Forrester was there as well. The last night they had such an early flight, they didn't even go to bed either. So that was pretty cool. We got to hang out with them. And it was that was awesome. It was just like, hey, we're all adults here, but yet we're all being completely irresponsible. It was great.
That's awesome.
How many balls of Jaeger went down at auto assembly?
I have no idea. I don't drink. So
Perfect answer. I don't know you. I don't know. Someone's dead though.
You know, I don't drink either. I do enjoy watching people get drunk. There's something about it. I don't know. Okay, so
It was cool. So yeah, it was good.
Is anything going to be on your YouTube channel? You said footage was. Taken.
Footage. You know, I'm not exactly sure because I'm not doing any of the editing for that. Dave Wallace's KLL Prime. So yeah, just check out his YouTube. It should be up. But like I said, moonbase2.org. It'll point you to everywhere where everything's going to be. But you know, a lot of stuff has already hit YouTube already. All of the people that I've been talking with on Skype since I've gotten back, you know, they're saying, oh, you know, there's all of this stuff that's up. I mean, pretty much Google, or not Google, but YouTube search, you know, AA 2010, and you'll probably find pretty much everything that was taken. It'll be up by now, I'm sure. But, you know, yeah, there's stuff that's going to continue to hit the YouTube net for, I'm sure, for weeks.
Cool.
So
very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, with that being said, let's go ahead, take a break, go to the interview with Tony, and we'll be back after that.
Awesome.
Okay, so podcast version, we're going, we'll cut to that. Live version, we'll just go ahead and jump.
That girl is poison.
Yeah, so if you're watching this, if you're watching the video or watching this on Ustream, go to tfradio.net. and download the August 18th show to listen to the interview with Tony. So,
you know, really, just download it anyway. If you're not going to listen to it, just delete it later.
Yeah, download it twice. Yeah.
Download it twice.
Yeah.
Do us a favor.
Yeah, do us a favor.
I thought you were planning to run it live with the show.
It didn't work. It didn't work. I tried.
Oh.
Yeah, I did some testing this morning. No luck. So.
Good job.
Yeah, it ended up. I wanted it to go like 8 minutes. It ended up going 20. So like,
Nice.
no, that's just I don't have enough RAM to accomplish that. So yeah, I have a hard time like managing people in interviews. Like, oh, I enjoy talking with you. I don't want to cut you off, but so.
And Tony seems like a nice guy to talk to.
He is a nice guy. I like him.
I just discovered something pretty funny today. I'd like to share with you guys. I have a bootleg RTM1 dub set here. Well, of course, all my RTM1 dub sets are bootleg. But on the DVD is the fine print. Let me, where I can see it. And it says, assumed to be in public domain. I don't think that's how it works, guys.
We just assume you can steal this.
Yeah, I assume that copyright laws are not, you know, hard to apply.
I was just going to stick this one in to watch because my better quality one that's got Chinese subtitles under the RTM1 dubbing won't work in my DVD player in here in my bedroom. So I was just looking at it and like, really?
So, is it Headmasters or what is it, Rob?
Yeah, this is Headmasters.
Do you have Master Force and Victory?
Mm-hmm.
You have it on DVD or how do you have it?
VCD.
I need to get. I no longer have my copies on of Master Force and Victory and the RTM1 dub. I lost those in a hard drive crash a couple years ago. I need to figure out a way to get those.
It's not
Rob, you need to set us all up.
It's not hard to rip a VCD, is it?
No, it's just MPEG file.
Okay,
There shouldn't be any DRM on there or anything.
Yeah, I'll look at it. Cause my Headmasters RTM ones, both sets are DVD burners, but those guys, it doesn't look like I could find it was VCD on eBay. So, oh, I'm burping. And
yeah, me too. I just dropped my microphone volume for that.
There you
what's up? Great. This set, which is the worst of the set, has beautiful custom labels.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes. The one that works better is just blank with Sharpie Headmaster.
Who made this?
This is some bootlegging company. I don't know. My better set's from Rockman 666.
Rockman's awesome. Jimmy's awesome. He is the guy I got my season 5 stuff from.
Yeah, and he sent me I think I wanted to buy like the red DVDs from him, and I just said, see, the only problem with this set is the volume 4 is replaced with Tick episodes for some reason on the disc, which is. See,
If you want,
are you sure that wasn't the original state of the RTM1 dubs?
It might have been.
Rob-
So I just said, could you send me these episodes? And he sent me the whole thing anyway.
Rob, if you want red DVDs, you might just want to give me a ping after the show. We'll talk about it.
Oh, I got them.
Oh, you got them? Okay.
Yeah. I just need animated now, and I have all the series again.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. We're going to talk about the topic. What is the topic again?
Let me stick this DVD in while you guys are meeting.
How much of your geekness do you leak out to the public? So, like your coworkers.
Ah, gross.
Leak.
Leak. I don't know.
I believe I
How much
see
is-
Rob leaking there in the background.
Oh, no. Does it come to that?
God. Oh God. Oh God. Things you can't unsee. Oh God. Oh. Oh.
I actually and
God.
not to have a weapon.
Oh. Mercy.
Best show
Mercy.
ever.
I tap out. I tap out.
He doesn't even know. He's like,
Rob. Oh my God. No. Oh, good Lord. Oh, that's YouTube win right there, buddy.
That's good time to go.
Oh, good Lord.
Yep, that's for posterity, people.
We're so glad we could share that with our viewing audience.
This will be the explanation of why the Earth has been destroyed years from now.
Nobody say anything.
Aliens
let
invade.
that-
You saw my butt crack?
Doing this to us.
Yeah.
Or why we've gone extinct.
Hey, Rob, how's it going?
That's totally saw my butt crack, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fantastic.
It's pretty awesome. And there's like hair comes out of it.
Well, we're not in HD, so you're okay.
Yeah. There's more hair in my ass cracked out on my forehead.
Yeah, I know that.
And now we know.
Yes. TF at the moon.
Okay, we ready to come back?
All right, that's the show. Good night.
Okay.
It's all downhill from here.
Depends on your fetish.
I'm pretty sure it started at elevation 0.
Yeah. Okay, so. Whoa!
Whoa, yeah, I got kids. That was my
Danger.
kids, sorry. Somebody's in trouble.
I thought they saw Rob, and I'm like, oh.
Danger.
No, sorry.
Ruining another generation.
Yeah.
Since 1999.
Yes. So okay, let's go ahead. And come back, and we'll talk about our topic, and then whatever else. People watching the video enjoy. Okay. Because the podcast version doesn't get any of this stuff. So we're back, and we're going to be talking about what are we talking about? How much of our fandom that we expose.
There's not really a good way to say that. That's not going to sound.
Should start with Rob on that one.
Yeah. So how much of our fandom, our nerdly verve, our creative juices, do we share with other people, like real people, the normies, as I like to call them, normies.
The normies.
So I'm pretty open with this stuff. So I mean, at my desk I have quite a bit of Matty collector crap that I don't mind if someone steals. I have some Transformer stuff. I have actually like NES carts in the box, lots of Robot Heroes. God, my desk actually has a lot of crap. Transformers, and I have my RFC poster that John whipped up. So that's about, other than here, like at home and at work, that's like the only place I'm ever at. Pretty much everybody knows what I'm into and the crap that I do. My
NES carts seem like an odd thing to display on your desk.
Well, they're in my cube. I went from having an office to having a cubicle when I changed jobs. Yay. We have these little fake windows. I don't know the point of them. It's so that you can see like outside of the cube, but it's they're dual panes and you can pop them open and stick crap in them. So I have NES carts and 2600 cards in there, as well as Smokescreen and Soundwave G1. And lots of people come by, lots of people look, and lots of people stare. It's pretty neat. It's very well received. People that I don't really know that well come up to me and want to shake my hand and weird crap like that. Maybe they're making fun of me. That may be on YouTube actually. Now that I think of it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, the company I work for is, like, I don't know. I mean, they're really conservative, so we can't really have a lot of kitschy kind of stuff at our desk. So, I mean, I have a bumper sticker for the show, and I have that up on my desk, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the area that I work in, and again, the company I work for, there's just the geek population there is not very large, and so for me to try to explain to my I mean, like, I basically try to just ease the topic on them. So I'll say like I'll tell people, well, I'm doing a show, like I do an internet radio show, and then if they ask about it, then I'll explain. So like one of my coworkers today made the mistake of asking, oh, well, what's your show? Like, well, we have one show for Transformers and one for video games. I'm like, oh, did you see that thing on the Pons? Yes, I know about it. Yeah, that's great. Okay. But then they're just like, oh, okay, well, that's great. Anyway. Yeah.
What gets me is people know about it. I actually used it in my frickin' interview, and that was kind of cool. But someone asked me what I was listening to. I'm like, well, I'm listening to one of my podcasts. So you're listening to yourself? Well, no, I'm not.
I do the same thing, Brian. I do the same thing, so don't feel bad about it.
Well, I mean, I did later on, but I'm like, no, this one's not me. This one's the comic book podcast. I wasn't on it. Oh, well, have a nice day. So,
Nice. Way to spin that.
Yeah.
Job.
So who else shares there or doesn't share? I mean, does anyone hold this stuff in?
Nope.
I do.
Kind of. Kind of.
I do with my family at least.
I think really?
By now.
Yeah, I've got some.
So what about with professional relationships?
I don't have professional relationships. All my professional relationships are people that are.
Transformers.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose Amy?
Sorry. No,
Sorry.
it's my iPod Touch was chirping at me. Sorry.
That's still awesome. You can do this on an iPod Touch. You sound.
I know.
You sound
it's
actually really good.
Visual.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. But yeah, I don't. All of the people I professionally know are people that are in the fandom anyhow. So there you go.
So they don't count.
They don't care because they also are fans as well. So it's like, oh yeah, we can just all be.
I was really
fans
impressed.
together.
I was really impressed when the vice president of my department came into my cube and started talking to me about Masters of the Universe, and he knew the characters by name. That was pretty cool.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's about 40.
I guess that. Yeah.
It came out in 81, 82, so it's not unreasonable.
Yeah, it's older than Transformers. Yeah.
So that was interesting. I actually was kind of impressed by that.
Nice.
Nice. Maybe you'll get promoted now. Maybe you're that guy he can relate to.
Maybe. Probably not.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever come up to you and asked you a question about like Transformers things?
Yep.
And they didn't know that you were a fan and you hadn't told them? I've had that happen to me.
No,
I've had that happen at toy stores,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not at the water cooler.
Had someone walk up to me. You know what I hate? I hate Transformers, and I hate people who like Transformers. It's like people they're a bunch of virgins. I think that's what I think they are. that never happened, but it's kind of true.
I've had people follow me in traffic.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
What?
I'm pretty shameless about it, and almost every car I've had has some sort of robot nerd stickers shoved on it. I don't really care. I've had people follow me in traffic. Like, literally, just follow me, and I'll pull over. I'm like, where'd you get that?
do you have? What do you have on the back of your car?
It'll be like maybe just a generic Autobot symbol. You go to any store and buy it.
Now.
It's not like an airbrushed mural.
Almost.
I remember actually saying once, going, if you cared enough, you'd already have it. Because
Oh, slam, man.
Yeah.
it's creepy every time. And what's worse is, like, say you're at the store and you're looking like, oh, here's the one I'm looking for, here's one. And here's someone, hey, that's that guy I heard about. And you don't see them, you just hear people talking about you where they've heard about you. And it's like,
What did you hear about me, right?
As you look around, they just stand behind your back. You're just like,
yeah. Last summer.
never find us.
Last summer, I forgot what I did. I paid a bill or something, and the guy saw my ID and goes, "Hey, aren't you that dude that likes Transformers?" And I was just like,
well, I
Kind of awesome.
buy this, right?
well, at that point, I was like, "Oh yeah, I was in the paper last week."
I think I mentioned my friend Mark is an electrician, and he came into my apartment, not knowing it was my apartment, to do some work, and he saw a room full of Transformers and a room full of weights, and he's like, "Oh, this must be Brian's place." So,
Oh,
yeah.
My friend Chris Baruco, too. You guys that follow him on Twitter, he got pulled over by a cop once, and the cop comes out, flips open, Georgia cops. Yep.
Yeah, I know Georgia cops.
Yeah, Georgia cops. They all do the same thing. It's like they're chewing on something that you can't see. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. He's like, you know how fast you were going there? And Chris is like, and he admitted to speeding. Oh, 75? Yeah, well, that's about right. You know what that sticker on the back of your car is? And he's like, and Chris is like, I got like 1,000 stickers back there. The Transformers one? Uh-huh. Where'd you get that? And Chris tells him, he's got a notepad, not this, and he writes it down. Uh-huh. Watch your speed limit, and he goes back to his car and leaves him.
Now, what would have been priceless if he would have said to the Georgia cop, well, if you cared, you'd already have one.
Chris behaves a lot better.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny if that actually
Chris
did
is
happen.
better behaved than I am any day. I think the last time I got pulled over for speeding, the officer comes up, "Where's the fireside, Burns?" And I was just like, "Your mom's house." Just having a half off sale.
$3,000.
I was 16. I got away this close. I mean,
Yeah, on the way to BotCon in Georgia with you and Kristen, I felt so bad. Like, he's like, you realize you're going 86 and a 70. I'm like, yeah.
God.
And I was thinking, I'm glad you didn't catch me when I was going 96 and a 60.
The thing that always surprised me was
that's prison time there, buddy.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, I don't know how you could go 90 in that car, because when I hit 90 in my car, I'm just like, oh god.
I've had that thing up to 115, dude. I mean, it'll get.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that is.
I don't know.
No offense, but that's kind of a smaller car.
Kind of a smaller car. I mean, it's literally the definition of a smaller. It's a smaller car. So yeah, no, I've had it to 115, and I was scared, so I brought it back down.
Small cars are great when you get over 100. They start shaking. It's like,
Yeah, it's not even like shaking the car. It's just that the wind just starts pushing you around at that time.
you're going faster than little economy tires were meant to handle, and it's just like, let's keep this up. We will explode. We're going to
They're not even
explode,
touching
guys.
Or it's like the wheels are here and
Yeah.
you're just kind of floating around. And
Why am I floating in space like this? Yeah. 8 people listening will know what in the heck that's from.
And I'm one of them.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I actually, before I moved out of my office, I had an Optimash Prime.
Sweet.
And that's the only thing I actually had. But everybody loved it. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, is that Optimus Prime?" And it could be in like various stages of design. It could be like Optimus Prime with his helmet, with, like the helmet piece, and it would have like teeth and a mustache. Or one day he'd be holding like his truck, or one day his truck would be like in his mouth. It would just be like the people would actually come in, and while we were having meetings and sitting there, they would actually just goof off with it. They would do various things. Sometimes they would put the arm on the head and the helmet like on the side of the ear. It was just, people loved that thing though. They would come into my office the first time, like, "Oh my God, is that an Optimus Prime potato head?" And I said, "Like that is the coolest thing I've ever seen."
I should have got that. That would be great desk fodder.
I have some bootlegs on my desk just for that reason.
But I've had to reveal to people, like when I went to BotCon, I was like, "Oh yeah, I was in Florida," and I guess I should have just shut my mouth and told them that I was there to go to Disney World or something instead of, "Oh, I went to a convention," and they're like, "What kind of convention?" I was like, a geek convention." And they're like, "What kind of geek convention? It's for toys," and they're like, "What kind of toys?" Fuck, just stop. Oh, I'm sorry. Stop. Like,
Nice.
Mark it down, Brian.
Edit number 157. I'm sorry.
No, for me, it was like BotCon 07, I think, at work. My friend Peter was sitting there showing pictures of cosplaying trans fans from my Flickr page to one of his coworkers, to one of his friends. And it's like, where do these pictures come from? He's like, "Oh, my friend Brian took them." Has he ever gotten laid? And
Sorry.
Oh my God!
And I just immediately walked over to his computer because he told me what they asked, and I actually responded to the email for them, and that really pissed me off. But I don't blame them, because looking at those pictures, someone showed me that, and I didn't have context. I would totally think that the dude who went there didn't get laid either. So.
It's just, people have the general idea that if you hold on to childhood fun things, that you're so introverted and so socially inept that you.
And it's absolutely true.
It is mostly
It is absolutely true. But thankfully, there are other socially awkward and inept people of the opposite sex or same sex, either way, that are willing to sleep with.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No. So I really want to get into like some HO scale train sets now, I think. I might feel a little bit better about myself if I did that.
You get into what?
The HO scale train sets.
The
HO,
ones that people dedicate whole basements to.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
They build their own little cities and their houses.
I remember one time I'd come back from BotCon, and one of my coworkers wanted me to bring pictures, so I brought just a little CD-ROM of the pictures I took, and so the coworker could see. And I hear echoing somebody laughing, and they're like, and I kind of look over, and I think they're like laughing at a picture of Hooper X's butt or some of the funny pictures I took, and they're laughing. I look over at someone who works in another office, coming to see, like, they went to lunch together, and going, "He's a grown-ass man going to a Lego convention." And I just was like, "Do you see any Legos, you dumb?"
Yeah.
these Legos are actually, we would go to Lego stores, and I would, if I actually had enough money, I would seriously buy many of these Legos.
No, me too. Me too.
Oh my God. Like, half of this stuff is like, I never had this when I was a kid. I want it. I want a Volkswagen Beetle. Have you seen that? It's $175, but
Like a real Beetle or a Lego Beetle?
yeah, like a 1960s Volkswagen Beetle in Lego form. It's like
Yeah,
cool.
crazy.
Is it like
right,
Kirby?
Yeah, big. It's pretty big. It's like $170.
What color is it?
Blue, dark
Oh,
blue.
if it was like cream, that would be kind of cool.
Or yellow?
Yeah, or yellow.
I think the best point when it comes to judging nerds like us for our toy collections with the public opinion was, I keep going back to this, the whole newspaper thing last year. Hoop said, people look down at us for spending hundreds of dollars on toys and all this, yet I work with people who have never forget to get season passes to the Georgia Bulldogs game, and they have matching shirts to wear to the game, and they got the pennants and the dogs and the toys and everything of the game, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they do nothing but, buy like the newest iPod or something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
Here's one. How about what they do at Christmas? Oh my gosh, they fight over toys in the store for Christmas. Come on,
Nope. Here's
grown
the one I
adults
always
do
stop.
that.
Look around your office or look around somewhere you know and check out all the super cool people playing fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty nerdy. Pretty nerdy.
Yeah. It's like, how's your elven warrior doing their fantasy football, dude?
I know way too many people, normal people, normies who play WoW. It's amazing. And this weekend I kind of played some D&D. I kind of.
Yeah.
There you go, Brian.
Yeah.
I kind of played. Yeah, I haven't done that since I was a teenager, but I had a lot of fun. I have the
What was the occasion?
for the heck of it. You know, I have the shortest attention span of anybody. I can hardly sit through a 25-minute TV show, but I spent 5 hours on a quest, and it wasn't that bad. I kind of hate myself, but I can see why people get into that.
Nerd.
Yeah,
We all know where this is going.
Yeah, it is. So, like in 3 weeks, we'll have.
Somebody calls you a nerd, you say thank you. I really like being called
Seriously.
that because it's it's a compliment.
You should say nerd is in now.
Yeah, you're passionate
nerd
about
is in.
something.
I correct them. It's like, no, I had horrible grades in school. I'm actually something of a dork.
Yeah. It's like, just in case you didn't know, I coasted through school.
Yes.
I didn't really.
Well, believe.
I've been told that I'm weird, that I'm a nerd my whole entire life, and I've just gotten to the
That was
point like, you
Kinder.
know what? Thank you. I took it literally as a compliment. I wanted to be called that.
You know,
Just
the great
because it
thing
meant
is
that I was me, and I wasn't like all of the other clones that were walking around school.
yeah, and most of my friends actually never did anything like that, but they thought it was fun. They thought it was cool. People would actually buy me those toys. Like, they were like, "Oh, I hope you don't have this one," and they would just do it because
That's cool.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was
it
really
does
cool.
reach that point.
Somebody bought me I know that you guys don't really like alternators, but somebody bought me an alternator's hound because I was like, do I want this or do I not? No, I'm not going to get it. And then for my birthday that I had found it. Like, and then my friend who was with me had bought it for me. And
Nice.
that's awesome. It's like,
Nice.
they call me a nerd because they mean it. And
Yeah.
because they're my friends and I don't really care.
Well, there's a point where
Except
you're not in high school anymore. You're not in, well, college, it wasn't even that big of a deal in college. You don't have to put up with the crap anymore, so why would you? It's like, you don't really approve of the way I live my life. Well, you know what? Don't talk to me.
I make my own
Exactly.
And that's how I pretty much, I went through my awkward stage, and I got really mad. And now I'm just like, oh, look, I'm a grown man buying toys. What are you? You're a grown man buying heroin.
when people bring up like I could be spending money on drugs and whatever. I mean, I think that's such a cop out. Most people don't spend their money on heroin. You know,
my
Hey, we don't have that much money.
Okay.
I ain't
Okay, it's the South. You're spending money on, I'll do it right. Hang on, let me.
crystal
Lotto tickets and crystal meth. Oh, and Georgia Bulldog shirts. Yeah.
yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
That is what my parents used to say, though. They're like, well, you know what? As long as he's spending his money on toys, and I know he's, like, playing with the toys instead of going out and doing God knows what with that. Maybe going to strip clubs and stuff like that.
Well,
As long as he's not like going out and having fun, that's great.
Yeah.
Buy the toys.
Hey, are you saying that toys aren't fun?
They're
Depends on
only
what
so
you
fun.
do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So let's go ahead and I guess wrap the show up. We need to go ahead and jump into New Soundwave. Any final thoughts on anything? Rob, you had something you wanted to mention.
I did.
Yeah, you did. the fan sites.
Oh, yeah, man, I forget about that heroin joke. Oh, jeez. As I've been very flaking with this little project of mine, if you guys listening have any fan sites, you got a blog, you got a little Flickr page where you put your toys up, anything you do on your own website, send it to us, and I'm going to, of course, mention it on the show, post it on the Facebooks and all that. If we get enough, I'm going to make a page where it's just nothing but links to all of our friends out there in the fandom, because there's more to the fandom than these big network sites like blank.com and blank.com. That
there's a pretty big awesome though, big network transfer site though.
Oh yeah, and that's called us because we are actually caring enough that you're there.
Tformers.com is pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
T-Formers. Yeah.
Well, T-Formers cares enough to know that you're there, and there, guys. And there's other. I'm just trying to little networking here with all of us. See, exactly like my finger. That's what it looks like. But the first site I want to talk about, it's been around apparently a really long time, since the day of the GeoCities, and they moved to their own domain when they got too big for it. It's called Beast Wars International. The address is bwint.net. And it's very old.
.net. That's awesome.
Wint.net, yes.
Wint.net.
It's very old school in presentation, as in you feel like you're looking at a site from 1999 still. And it's nothing but pure Beast Wars love the whole time, picking out every little bit of the show. They got their own boards, all that, and those guys are all tight-knit, their own little community. And, I talked to them, and they were like, hey, yeah, mention us. So, guys, go check that out. And if you don't want to go check it out, whatever. But if you'd like me to talk about your site, I'm going to...
It was the weirdest promo I've ever heard.
Oh, that's funny.
Creepy things on your site. I'm going to tell people about it, and the web address.
Hey, Rob, that sounds awesome.
Wow.
This went uphill quite quickly, and as they say, when it goes up really quickly, it comes down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone cares about every single subset of this fandom.
I do.
Yeah, someone's going to be
Awesome.
like, oh, this is a cool fan community. Great. What do they talk about? Animorphs. Don't care. But, one person listening is going to go, oh, the Animorphs, those are great. And he's going to go to the site.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the G1ers, they're going to be like, well, if ATT was on a message board, we wouldn't have half these problems because people would have banned these people. But the whole G1 wars and all that during Beast Wars, obviously they wouldn't care. But the people are like, oh, dude, Beast Wars community. They'd go.
Yeah. So, Rob, real quick, Twitter Theater.
Twitter Theater. I redeemed myself this week, guys.
It was pretty great.
It was
Yes.
pretty awesome.
Ooh.
It was a
Tell us about
Norwegian. Okay,
Did you just break your chair?
that wasn't
No,
me.
it was me.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Did you break
I
your
just
chair?
tipped something over. Sorry.
Amy had beans.
No, that was Rhinox. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Blame it on-
Seeing as how XV isn't here.
Um,
What do you mean, right here?
This is another
He's
Cybertron
being
commercial.
quiet.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
he's observing.
Apparently, Transformers Cybertron is the mecca of weird television commercials, because I found one from a Norwegian Cartoon Network ad for Transformers Cybertron, where it starts with a Norwegian cover of CNC Music Factory's "Everybody Dance Now." It's like, everybody dance, and the guy's like, no,
This was pretty awesome.
yeah, and Masterpiece Prime comes out and starts breakdancing, and then they show clips of Cybertron with everyone dancing to
Where
the...
did the video of Optimus dancing come from? Or
There was another Cartoon Network ad for Cybertron where it first was used, and then they just edited this together to make it longer. This is like Cartoon Network in other countries is really awesome.
Right.
Well, it has to be since ours sucks so bad.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
and here are 5 hours of Fosters. Everybody dance, and the guy's like,
It was pretty awesome. Like
It's
I
amazing.
said during the pre-show, that commercial made Cybertron seem at least 15 to 20 times more awesome than it actually was.
foreign,
It actually seemed watchable.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't
Huge
cringe like and suicidable.
foreign commercials for Cybertron. I think that's going to be like my special new subset of the fandom.
Do it,
finding,
dude.
because it's
Yeah.
like,
There you
the
go.
show,
Properly.
the show. No. I'm really into foreign commercials for Cybertron. Is it really? I got like DVD volumes up. Look at this. This one's from Germany. Optimus is hitting someone.
Cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and close her down and start her up with new Soundwave. So, check us out, tfradio.net. I just updated the archive, so
Cool.
now I don't have to go in and do it every week because it automatically does it. So if you want to listen to crazy, crappy old
Cool.
episodes of RSC from the 90s, you can totally do that now. So,
Or if you want to listen to crazy, crappy episodes from last month, those are up too.
yeah, those are up there.
Yeah.
So, if
Or
you want
today.
to hear us in our prime, like, March, have at it. It's kind of great. So, yeah, check that out. Follow us on Twitter. We're like, we need a couple more followers to break 400. We only have 394.
You know what you should
Somebody
do?
do it,
You
yeah.
should have a contest for a prize for the 400th follower.
I will give you one of these ginkgo biloba pills. Right here. You can have
Yeah.
one of these if you're a 400th follower and you direct message me. So,
This is
Be
like the
serious.
worst contest prize ever.
I'm trying to think of something else that we could give you.
yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's what I have
I'll
on hand.
give you.
Anybody
crap.
find Rodimus and Ironhide yet?
No, I'm looking for.
No, but they're in my town.
I need to.
I'll give you.
What are you doing here, John? What are you doing?
I'm doing my job, man. I'm earning my paycheck, I guess.
Yeah.
No, apparently they were at a Toys R Us
Back
that my
pay.
wife was like a block away from today at lunch.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll
I
offer
will
up
go out to lunch again.
I'll offer up this beer bottle full of pennies as a price for Facebook.
Now I have an empty Stone Ruination IPA, and
Oh, that's pretty good
I
stuff.
can't really see it. Let me try to get something that's black and to hold on to it, but maybe this will work. This is like pretty sweet, actually. I kept this because the artwork is so freaking awesome. Look at this.
Oh, I feel you. I got some of those. Wow.
It's
I
like
got one with
I've
Hunter
never
S.
seen
Thompson.
anything.
Oh no, Rob's gotten up again.
No.
Oh god.
Don't worry, guys.
Okay.
At least it's the front.
That could be
It's
much worse.
painted
That might
on
not
here.
be better.
Here you go.
All right,
Okay.
save us, Brian. Save us.
Okay. So I guess let's go ahead. We'll be back next week. I want to thank everyone out there who's watching for watching live. It's pretty sweet. tfradio.net/live, where we're posting it to tformers.com now every week. So until Jack says stop. So go to tformers.com or tfradio.net/live.
Today might be the day.
Yeah, every Wednesday at around 8 p.m. Eastern. Or we do a pre-show before, and we do New Soundwave, which is our video game podcast currently. After, and
Currently.
we also have a neat
For now.
yeah, we have a neat little post show where for the last few weeks I've been eating crazy crap, but I think I'm going to stop doing that. So yeah,
Wait, you took a
Oh,
break
thank
last week. What the hell?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna save the good stuff for like the end of the month show.
yeah.
There you go.
I'm,
Good idea.
I'm not going to promote that I'm going to be eating crazy crap. I have a career that I'm actually.
Well,
trying to
no. See, it
rebuild,
might not be eating crazy crap anyway. It might just be something else stupid that you're doing
like a Transformers podcast live in front of the world.
with me.
Bending
Yeah.
over.
It's like an hour and a half of stupid.
I'll
That's a
draw a
next
smiley
program.
face on my butt and have to find something in here.
No. Okay, so check us out next week. tfradio.net. Thank you all for listening.